Yes, it's time for a new ARK video. Welcome to the video. I'm a very small man in some very tall grass, as you can see. And this is where I'm going to start building a brand new base on a brand new server. So, I picked this place because it's pretty secluded and well covered by these giant rocks. I've already tamed a trike on this server. In fact, I've tamed a couple of things. I'm not particularly high level right now, but I've managed to either craft or find, in some of the supply drops, some of the building materials that I'm going to be needing, at least until my good friend and fellow YouTuber Thunderstorm Zero gets on the server. So right now, I am going to put that in here and get these foundations laid first off. Now, it's not going to look grand to start off with. It's only going to be made out of wood. And some of the foliage is going to be in the way. So I'm going to have to do some weeding, I think. But hopefully I can get a decent sized square going on with what I've got. There we go. Do some de-weeding. Who needs Roundup when you can just yank everything out of the ground and fire bits of the plant everywhere? So yeah, while not ideal, I believe they are fixing this clipping issue, so where you put a base, you won't have grass, or plants, or trees coming through your floor. So I'm just doing this kind of roughly, because we're going to be building straight up, rather than... Oh, I've made a friend already in the area. So I'm just going to run back to Triceratops. He'll make short work of this little dilo while collecting berries, because he's a good multitasker like that. And yes, just off to the left there is Parachute, the Parasaur, because the para reminded me of Parachute. There we go. Triceratops is a reference to a movie, by the way, if you hadn't already figured that out. Great movie called Kung Fury. You can watch it for free on the YouTube. Right, I'm going to be over encumbered if I do this. Can I still walk? Yes, albeit very slowly. Let's not do that. That's better. So in this particular clip, you're going to see a lot of building, guys. At least with the materials that I've got. So I'm just going to do this very quickly, very roughly, because we're going to upgrade it to stone and metal after that, hopefully. There, another one here. I'll have the door in the middle there. Okay, where's the rest of the stuff? Got 10 of those, one of those, one of those. I'll leave those until last. And then if we get the door frame and the door, put it on my hotbar for easy building. Oops, wrong one. There we go. And then instead of having a really small base, I'll build it 2 walls high. I can see that cliff possibly being a problem, but I'm hoping not. Okay, I think that's all of my walls used. But we have a semi-functioning base right now. What else did we have? Well, got some spare stuff, I guess. Well, I think I'll leave the wooden ceilings for now. I can start putting a few of the bare essentials that I've found so far or crafted into the base. Just to save me walking. I'm going to move these guys around because they will guard me from the ants. If you haven't seen the ants yet, they're not really a recent addition to the game. But if you haven't seen them, they are a massive pain. So I'm going to leave these guys nearby. Let's leave him some berries as he's not going to be doing so well in terms of his hunger. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of the grass, but I can de-weed the floor a little bit, just so it looks more like a base than a greenhouse. And if we put a bed down, we've got a respawn area and a few boxes so I can bring things in, so I'm not constantly running to the trike. Now, if you didn't know, again, the bed acts as a respawn point, so we'll give it a name. And now we can always spawn here. So if we die while we're outside running around, we can always get back to base pretty easily. As long as there's not dinos in the base, because that does happen and it's not fun. Put these here and I'll dump this in. Get rid of a few things. I don't even know why I'm carrying stimberries, but we'll pop some of this stuff in here, and then we don't have to worry about carrying it all. And as you can see, right next to our base is this wonderful little valley. It's very pretty, and there's a scorpion chasing a pterodactyl. But I've collected a few more bits and bobs, mostly some wooden flint, to craft some of the main things I'm going to be using while gathering resources in the area. But I still need a few things unlocked to get the most benefit. But yeah, it's a nice little valley and mountain we've got over here, very picturesque. And you can see quite clearly from this angle how well covered our base is. It's going to be pretty difficult for people to find us. So, back in Taming Valley, and I've had a stroke of luck. I managed to knock out one of the bird dinosaurs. He's kind of glitchy right now, but I am in the process of taming him. And also a secondary trike just over here. I thought I'd make use of all the narcos and mejo berries that I've been farming with the other trike. Because they are very good little pack mules, and very good for harvesting berries at a faster rate than you can with your own hands. If we go down here slightly, I'm going to show you something I spotted while drinking in this area. We'll probably run some piping right down here, guys, so that we've got an endless supply of water without having to come all the way down. If I come this way, you might be able to see in the distance. No, not really. Let's get a bit closer. Don't know if you can quite see that in the distance, that little white dot. Somebody else's base. There's also one over there that you can't see because it's out of the render viewing distance. But yeah, we have neighbours, guys. So I don't know if they're going to be friendly or if they're going to constantly be trying to raid us, but I'm sure we'll find out. And if we go back up to base, I'll show you what Thunderstorm Zero has been up to. Well, I've been off the server. He's done a little bit more building of our base and tamed a couple of creatures as well. A scorpion and one of the little spiky creatures. I forget what they're called. It's just the one covered with spikes. You'll see him in a minute. He's the one called Tanky. So yeah, he's been working on the base a little bit.